You know, I saw this in a tweet the other day and I was like, wait a minute, is this right? And that is that apparently Ahmed Hassanein is part of the international player program with the NFL through a draft pick. Even though he was drafted, he's still part of that program. Now, what does that mean? That means that he doesn't count against the 90-man roster, but he will count against the 53. But I'm wondering if Brad Holmes knew this when he took him in the 6th round. I would have to assume that he did. Maybe he didn't, but I did see that. And I thought that this tweet was wrong because I was like, wait a minute, is that really the case? But apparently it is. Now, how does that help out the Detroit Lions? Well, right now it helps have another person who could potentially earn a roster spot. And I'm actually going to make a video about a person that is not on the roster right now, but I think it would be cool to bring the person in. So what is the International Player Program? It is where you bring a person in. It's the NFL's way of trying to like expand the game and give people from different countries the ability to be in the NFL. And if you have a certain set of like criteria, then you are inside of that program. And apparently Ahmed falls under that criteria. Now, here is what Pride of Detroit have to say. Shout out to those guys. Says, why does Hassanein qualify for the international player exemption? And that's not counting toward the 90-man. So it'll be 191 instead of 90. But it'll officially be 90. Says this is because the International Player Pathway, IPP program, is an effort to help foreign players get a shot in the NFL. The program was created in 2017 and has had specific tweaks to it to accompany more and more players. As of 2024, here are the criteria necessary to qualify to be part of the International Player Pathway program. A person whose citizenship and principal place of residence are outside the United States and Canada. A maximum of 2 years of United States high school experience. In addition, an international player must satisfy all NFL player eligibility rules and have been eligible for a prior NFL draft. So check this out. This is where things get a little complicated because I'm thinking just off the top of the head, really? He says he was actually born in California before moving to Egypt at age 6. Okay, so he was born in the United States. He eventually moved back to California in high school. So you would say that he spent what? You're in high school about what, 10, 11? So he spent, let's just say 10 years over there, where he only played exactly 2 years of high school ball. 2019 and 2020. His eligibility for the IPP program suggests he has dual citizenship between the United States and Canada. So I was confused too. And I believe this is Jeremy who wrote this, but it says, I'm not sure how he qualifies for principal place of residence outside of the US and Canada, considering he's been living in the United States since 2018, and they couldn't find any clarification. And that's what I was thinking too, because you would think a principal place of residence is where you are mostly at. So where you mostly reside. So if you spend, let's say you are a snowbird and you spend 8 months in Michigan, but then you spend 4 months in Arizona, your principal place of residence would most likely be Michigan, right? So that means that that would fall under a person whose citizenship and principal place of residence are outside the United States and Canada. He went to Boise State. Is it possible, I'm just throwing this out here, is it possible that maybe Ahmed went back to Egypt or something? I don't know. He's been living here since 2018. He's been living, so it doesn't say, according to this article, that I'm just throwing something out here. I don't know. If you have dual citizenship, but yet your principal place could be Egypt. I don't know. I doubt that's it, but I'm just trying to figure out what does that mean. So The Lions actually, at the making of this video, according to Pride of Detroit, they have 88 players that are counted against the cap limit. I'm sorry, the 90-man roster. I'm thinking two things at once. So it was a UDFA that was reported as assigning Keith Cooper, and Ahmed doesn't count toward the 90-man. So that means that there are 2 spots open right now because the UDFA, Kenneth Cooper, did not officially sign with the team. And I did see that. It was updated a little while ago. So that, I wonder if Brad knew that. I mean, it's possible he knew, it's possible he didn't. But what does that mean? I think this is fantastic because if there's a player that we could bring in another player that could get a decent shot, and maybe that could be a guy that can contribute later on. But if this wasn't the case, then that spot will be taken and we wouldn't even be able to use it. That's crazy, man. That is crazy. So, I wonder if this is like the first time that this has happened. Probably not, but very intriguing to say the least. This guy, man, is remember I compared him to Malcolm Rodriguez of 2022. Like, not only does he have the potential to be a diamond in the rough like Malcolm, but he's already turning into like the draft darling where it's like a lot of hype behind him, which is building higher expectations. And it's a real possibility that he doesn't disappoint because Malcolm didn't disappoint. Don't forget, Malcolm was a solid starter for us. And when Malcolm plays, he's in there. I'll never forget when he got that interception on Brock Purdy in the NFC Championship game. Like, that's when I was like, we about to win this joint. Like, I was starting to say, dog, if Malcolm Rodriguez, and no disrespect, but if he picking people off like, yo, we was on something. It hurt. It hurt even more, bro. Thinking like, this wasn't like a cornerback, man. It was Malcolm Rodriguez. I mean, remember that whole wrestling thing and it helps Malcolm make tackles and all that stuff? That's what this is shaping up to seem like. So let me know your thoughts, man. This is kind of a unique situation. I would assume the Lions knew. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe it was something that kind of slipped because like if he's been here since 2018, then why would they know? Unless somebody is like deep in the research, like, well, according to the rule book, this would mean. I mean, so I don't know, but let me know your thoughts, man. If you think what do you think is the case? Do you think the Lions knew, or do you think maybe this is just something that they just kind of stumbled across and now it's working in favor for our team? Shout out to the Michigan Panthers. Went to DraftKings Sports and Social in Troy. Free. This is free. I don't really do this anymore, but, I'm going to shout them out for free. Had a great time. They got a nice place. Shout out to the Michigan Panthers. What a comeback, man. What a crazy, crazy situation. If you want more Michigan Panthers content, make sure to check out Michigan Panthers Pride. Is run by 2 guys, man, Lauren and Jesse, and they are really big advocates of the UFL, and I am becoming one. I'm already one. This league needs to stay around because it provides opportunity for players to reach their dream. Think about this. Jake Bates, and I'll keep going to this because it's a big deal, was selling bricks, was a brick salesman, which I didn't even know was a job. He was a brick salesman, and now he signed a contract for $2 million. He is getting paid $1 million a year. And not only that, the dude is a stud. Without the UFL, even in the brief existence it's been back, that doesn't happen. So support these guys. Michigan Panthers come from behind win, had just 2 minutes and 1 second to go down the field, score a touchdown, and to tie it up, and then take the lead, and essentially a walk-off kick, a walk-off touchdown run or conversion run. So support the Michigan Panthers. Next time there's a watch party, I will be there for sure. All right. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.